Right, for Llowalong Farms, some big news starting to filter out, bit of a change happening there. Dr. Kath Mcintosh joins me. Hello, Kath.
How you going, Paul?
Very, very well. Some exciting news coming out for the team at Llowalong Farms. Some new stallions, some new additions, plenty happening there.
Yeah, we do, and certainly over the next few weeks we'll be putting out some more announcements as we go. But today we have a very special announcement with a new team member joining Llowalong Farms. So very excited to announce Paxton Conda, who's in New Zealand, to join the team.
Welcome, Paxton. You excited about the new venture?
Thank you very much, Paul, and thank you, Kath. Yes, absolutely excited to be joining the Llowalong Farms team here in New Zealand and looking forward to getting out and meeting our breeders and current breeders and future breeders coming to come as well. So, yep, very exciting.
I've known you for a couple of years visiting over there, Paxton. You've been part of a pretty dynamic team with Dunstan's Horse Feeds. They get out and about. This will suit you to the ground because that's exactly what Kath likes to do as well. Get the message out there, get the brand out there. Must be exciting for you to be a part of a very forward-thinking equine farm starting to hit the traps in New Zealand.
Yeah, 100%, Paul, and I'm extremely grateful to Llowalong Farms for taking me on board as well. It's been an advancement into my career in the last couple of months, leaving a great team with Dunstan, but also starting my own business, contract marketing, here in New Zealand. So very excited to have Llowalong Farms as one of my first clients on board and looking forward to getting that going into the standard bred industry and breeding industry here in New Zealand.
Kath, you don't like sitting on your hands. I've actually got mine behind my back so I don't get my fingers in the way of anything like that. You don't enjoy sitting on your hands, do you?
No, we're always trying to strive for something new, and Paxton's a very dynamic young woman, and I think she will be, just with her marketing background, she will drive a lot of new ventures for us as a stud farm, and really excited to see what we'll do over the next couple of years with Paxton. And I think for those people in New Zealand, it just gives them that point of contact, someone that they can talk to with questions, inquiries. Organise their contracts for the stallions that we have available to them, ordering semen, all that sort of stuff. So it will just enhance our communication process across Australia and New Zealand. And I think, really get what our product that we're selling out to all our New Zealand breeders.
Well, your product, let's start with that for a start. It's ever evolving. News, it might have been nearly a month ago actually now as time flies, 3 weeks ago, that Volstead will be joining the stallion ranks at Llowalong Farms. One, that's an exciting, I suppose, new feature, if you like, to Llowalong Farms, of course, with Empire City, last year's two-year-old trotter, actually, of the year, not just filly of the year, being by Volstead. A lot of the Kiwis would be well and truly aware of him. So Paxton's going to have a hands full straight away, you imagine, just with Volstead alone.
Yeah, that's right. Look, for our trotting breeders, we've got a terrific lineup of stallions. Volstead is freakish in what he's achieving as a stallion at the moment. 2- and 3-year-olds are going gangbusters in New Zealand, Australia, and the US. He's got the fastest 3-year-old trotter in the US with Jurassic Hattie. We're constantly getting new winners and repeat winners in Australia. It's just phenomenal what he's doing as a sire. So super exciting there. And then, of course, we had King of the North last year as a first season sire. So he's coming back again this year. We're really looking forward to seeing his foals hitting the ground. He was extremely well supported, as you would expect that he would be. King of the North, he's the best performing son of Walner. We know that Walner and his sire, Chapter 7, they're just 1 and 2 on all the leaderboards in the US in the trotting arena. And, it's super exciting. That whole King of the North will be a breed changer down here. I think, as time goes by, he'll be freakish in his results, just like what Volstead is doing, because we just don't have that access to the line of Chapter 7 and Walner. So, King of the North is an impressive stallion, and he will go forward into the future here for sure. So Volstead and him, and then of course we've got another Cantab Hall in Pastor Stephen. He was very popular at the yearling sales over here this year. The handful that are out getting broken in, getting great results. People are really impressed with them, and as you would expect, he's bred bred to be a 2-year-old trotter. So we'll see them hitting the tracks, a handful this year and much more next year. So he's exciting as well. And then, of course, our final trotting stallion is Help is on the way. He's frozen. Now, look, we did have him last year, and unfortunately we had some issues with the frozen semen access. The semen is already here, and it's already in New Zealand, so we're ready to go for him this year as a frozen semen sire. And a son of Chapter 7, it gives the trotting breeders access to that line. And, it's very, very exciting.
Rightio. King of the North is the only son of Walner available in the Southern Hemisphere. And we know what sort of job Walner's done, as you said, right across the ditch. So they're pretty exciting horses. You said there before about Pastor Stephen. He's a full brother to Father Patrick. Father Patrick's just done an outstanding job, especially in New Zealand. The horses like Princess Sadie, you can see they're just going to get better and better as the years go on. So it is super exciting. This trotting band of horses that you've got, Kath, it snuck up on you a little bit. It's quite scary, the depth of trotter that you actually have available there right now.
Yeah, I'm pinching myself a little. I've always wanted, I don't know why. I've just, I learned to drive driving trotters, and I've always loved them. And I've always wanted to have a really nice trotting sire, and now I've got 4 of them. So, where else do people need to go? We'll be pricing them so that they're affordable, packaging them up. Happy to work with breeders in any way that we can. So, if you want quality in terms of trotters and standing here, where you'll get chilled semen that's very fertile, then this is the place to come. And, I saw Volstead in February when I was in the US, and they collected him on a non-collection day, which I really appreciate the stud for doing, because I was able to collect him, have a look at the semen, know that the quality of what we're sending out, shipping out to clients is really good. So, that's important to us. We don't want to waste their time in breeding their mares.
No, and we need to get that across there. Paxton, you excited about the trotter?
Oh, absolutely. What a great lineup too. And to be able to offer that here in New Zealand and promote that, it's just such a fantastic opportunity.
And there's so much depth happening in New Zealand. I know Brecon Farms have been ahead of the curve, if you like. I think half their breeding stock are trotters. But the embracement now of so many people, so many well-bred trotters coming out of New Zealand, it is an exciting frontier. And to have these trotters be able to readily available, and someone on the ground, Kath, that can facilitate and getting that semen straight away, it's so important.
Yeah, that's right. And then on our pacing lineup, we're, once again, another, slightly pinching myself. We've been waiting for Poster Boys to be racing for the last 4 years, and finally his first crop have hit the deck, and haven't they been uber impressive in how they've performed this year. He's the leading first season 2-year-old sire by a country mile. He's had 13 starters for 4 winners, and they've multiple winners in each of in those cases. And the highlight reel is certainly the main pin-up boy for Poster Boy. He's, a son of some beach somewhere. We've set his fee at the same as what it's always been, which is 4.5 plus GST. And I think there are a few in New Zealand. He's had a few over the last few years, and I think he's a really great option, value for money. We know that he's proven now. He's got his young ones performing. So great option for the New Zealand breeders as well. Just a value for money. He's a horse that I know a lot of the breeders and trainers trade on in New Zealand, and he's certainly an option for them to do later on, training into Australia and elsewhere.
And look, precocious 2-year-olds. That's the one thing you've got there straight away. And if you're going to sell and buy to sell, as the Kiwis do, he really fits that bill.
Well, his average, he was 6.2 times his service fee at the sales this year. Now, if you're spending $4,500 on a service fee and you're getting that sort of return, it's not a lot of output, but good return on your money. So, that's another element that, he is, commercial. He's the people are looking for them at the sales. So, that's another element to him as well.
Yep. Lather up with Woodlands. He'll still be there.
Yep.
Who else have we got?
Raging Bull.
Yeah.
So he's got a number of obviously racing in New Zealand and Australia. He'll have his biggest. He got nearly 70 mares in his first season out here, so we're looking forward to them hitting the track here. And he's still being supported in New Zealand. So Seaman's available, obviously, in Australia and New Zealand.
Yep. Soho Tribeca.
Yep. So he's once again his first progeny racing this year. So between Poster Boy, Lather Up, and Soho Tribeca, they're all hitting the board this year, which is very, very exciting. He's already had a 2-year-old winner at Menangle. He went on to race very well in the Bathurst Gold Crown. So we know that Soho Tribecas can get up and rock too.
Can't think of that horse's name at the minute, but it will come.
Soho, the real deal.
That's him. Yeah, we actually did a catching up with the kids, and that was a horse that was highlighted, which was actually both horses that we highlighted have both won. So that part was pretty exciting. Who else we got in the way of pacing stallions?
Yankee Rockstar, which is the brother of Poster Boy, and at the moment that will pull us up, but there might be a bit more down the track, Paul.
Yeah, we'll keep mum on that. Paxton, it's exciting, and a horse like Poster Boy, there's been a big push here in Australia to make horses, our own bred horses more commercial, if you like. Really backed them here in Victoria to get along with 12-win first win bonus, and then along comes a horse like Poster Boy that's going to fit that New Zealand bill. It's exciting for yourself because you're going to be selling an Australian horse back to the Kiwis. That doesn't happen. Generally we're trying to get hold of Lazaruses and those sorts of horses, whereas this way you're going to learn Aussie. You're going to learn how to talk an Aussie horse back to the Kiwis.
Oh, I'm always going to be a Kiwi. But no, yeah, definitely. And, racing's in such a great place here in New Zealand, boosting through stakes, and we'll see an increase in even race meetings throughout next year as well. So I think it's come at a right time, and that's really exciting for the breeders here in New Zealand.
You're spot on. It is exciting in New Zealand right at the minute, and I do a lot with a lot of people over there, and the racing part is exciting. The breeding part has always been, I suppose, the mainstay, if you like, of what New Zealand's all about. But the racing product, and Llowalong Farms now being an Australian farm, venturing to New Zealand, something that a few people have done. Alabar, of course, have got 2 farms, but probably not in this way, Kath, where there's a Victorian-based stud, really trying to hit the ground in New Zealand.
Yeah, look, I think it just comes down to the quality of product that we've got to offer. And, I think if you're looking to breed equality, then at the moment, where else do you want to be with what we've got on offer?
Rightio. To get in touch with Paxton, we can get in touch with Paxton via the email, which is pretty simple, Paxton, and then NR Equine. Anyone wondering, that's Northern Rivers Equine, which is the other branch of Llowalong Farms. So just remember, NR Equine is quite easy. Phone number is +64 27 277 9132. So I presume, Paxton, Kath and I were talking about it, you change the +64 to a 0 if you're in New Zealand. Is that how it works?
That's right. That's what you do.
But if you're an Aussie, you go the other way and put the +64 in front of it. See, we worked that part out, Kath. You can get in touch with Kath via the emails, and you got it there. But she actually said to me she would much prefer the phone number to be there. You prefer talking to people, Kath? You like that, I suppose, more personal approach?
Yeah, more than happy for people to give me a call. Obviously if I'm busy, I will return it later, but my emails, there are so many, they just get lost in transit. So just give me a call, send me a message, and I'll call you back when I'm free. So
no, it's very, very exciting. And of course the farm one is there if you just want to get to the farm and have someone get back to you, and that will be over there, just Llowalong Farm.
That's actually Llowalong Farms, Paul, with an S on the end.
See, I knew that.
At narequine.com. Yeah, so Llowalong Farms.
I can fix it. It'll just take me two secs to do while we're doing. No, I won't. I'll put it up.
So Llowalong Farms email will get you to Sally in our office here, and she can help you out with anything that you need in both countries as well.
I'll put that across the bottom, Kath. It will be across there, properly spelt. Spelling's never been my strong point. I don't actually know what is my strong point, but that's okay. We won't worry about that one too much. Paxton, you start now, I suppose.
Yep, we're cracking into it. We're gonna hit the ground running. Obviously, there's going to be a few great stallion events coming up in New Zealand through the Standard Breeders Association, July, August time. So we'll be at those too. So, yep. Pick up the phone, give me a call, send me an email, and I look forward to meeting everyone.
Weanling sales. Will you be at the Weanling sales in
I will be there.
23rd of May for NZB? I might as well give them half a plug. Canberra, I'll be happy with that. You'll be there?
I will be there. Yeah, for sure.
We'll probably catch up there and go from there. It's an exciting part of the New Zealand scene. It's quite, Kath, I don't think you're going this year, but it's an amazing event for anyone to go to. I think that is, as far as, I suppose, what's the word called? Networking, just to meet people and just find out. And so if Paxton's going to be there, it's a no-brainer for people to come up, even if you're not sure who you're going to go to. Just have a talk and discuss the stallions, and then it's easier then to make that phone call. A week later or 6 months later, it doesn't matter. At least Paxton then can put a name to the face and know where she stands.
Yeah, 100%. Yep. Just come up and find me. I'll be there.
Very good. Kath, thank you.
Thanks, Paul. Thanks, Paxton, and looking forward to an exciting season ahead.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Paxton. Thank you to Llowalong Farms as well, continuing to support Campbell's comments and the breeding scene with some new, more exciting news to come very, very soon. But thank you very much, ladies, and we'll all the best.
Great. Thank you, Paul.
Thanks.